Think about what you did.
Nobody makes it to the end of these things. Come on.
The Broken Agenda Podcast. Sponsored by Laughing Rock Technology.
What I will say is that would be an interesting show.
What's that?
And maybe we should have that conversation. Well, and I know we talked about this briefly about
Wading into those waters.
well, just wading into those waters. But I don't care about those waters, like the whole Bud Light, boycott and all that stuff. That's not really what I'm talking about. I'm more talking about just how visceral the reaction was. I mean, it's crazy to me.
Everything feels so elevated anymore. Like
The temperature is high.
your temperature is super high.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Anything.
Well, the Bud Light thing, like when they went on that boycott of Bud Light, I mean, there's videos coming out showing sporting events where people are waiting in like a 45-minute long line to get beer. Next to them is a completely empty Bud Light stand and nobody's in line. So there was a guy that just did this weekend. It was just this past weekend where he was giving away free beer. And he did it as kind of like let me just see how this goes. And he filled coolers with all sorts of beer, one of them being Bud Light. And he took video of the coolers at the beginning of the night, and then he had pictures and videos throughout the day. By the end of the night, all the beer was gone except the Bud Light. He's like, I was giving it away for free, and nobody would take it. And he's like, and I was asking people why not, and the number one answer was, I don't want to be seen with that in my hand. Mm-hmm. Like, it's crazy how...
There was a video of a guy who just walked into like a Walmart or a grocery store and just started grabbing all of the Bud Light and smashing it on the floor.
What?
Yeah. Like, after this whole thing started happening, he just walked in, started grabbing shit off the shelves and just smashing it.
See, that's insane.
But, yeah, and that's what I don't understand. Like, I don't know if
Well,
it's
I want to know what all beers Bud Light owns, so I don't drink.
Well, you'd have to
Anheuser-Busch?
you just look up InBev.
Yeah, you can... you can find them everywhere. They got lists of...
No, I mean, I drink all microbrew stuff, so I don't necessarily have to worry about it.
Yeah, the microbrew stuff. Is
When I go out, like,
microbrews though too, because they're being bought up by InBev and all that stuff too. I mean,
yeah, I think the only two big American, or decent, not big, but decent sized American breweries anymore are Yuengling and Sammy Adams, right? I mean,
we
that's
got
it.
Right.
Everything else is microbrews, or it's InBev, or it's Coors, which is also owned
Coors.
by. That's a European.
Are these all the
I
brands?
think
they own?
Coors is still.
What was
US.
that list?
Is it? That was the InBev. That's Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah.
So that's
So
the
they
Bud
own
Light.
Stella.
Yep.
Oh my
Stella,
God.
Beck's, Corona. They have Goose Island, which used to be a huge.
So yeah, you're
microbrew.
drinking. You're drinking InBev right now. You're drinking Bud Light.
Lowbrow.
You're basically drinking Bud Light, Jimmy.
All right, I'm not drinking your Stella anymore.
Heineken.
No, please drink it.
I guess we'll finish it up.
Nobody up. Yeah, the funny part is my entire bar was filled with mostly that stuff. So
Oh, yeah, those were all the. Big,
Molson is not American.
yeah, this is a Canadian American company.
Yes,
because
Canadian American.
Coors was American.
Coors is still American?
Well, it's Molson Coors now.
Yes, Molson Coors. Yeah,
But they,
so
they consider themselves an American.
Did they really? They own Foster's?
Mm-hmm.
Did
Yeah.
they really fire the marketing team or what?
they say they took a leave of absence. So the woman who came up with the idea took a leave of absence. Her boss took a leave of absence. So I guess he was the senior VP of North American marketing or something. And now they're blaming a third-party marketing company. Like the problem here
Bullshit.
is they've put themselves in an impossible position because they're now getting boycotted by gay and lesbian bars for not supporting Dylan Mulvaney. So they ostracized their base, which was good old-fashioned American drinkers that wanted a super light beer, which is really what it is. And now they've ostracized the Dylan Mulvaney supporters.
They got
Because they're trying to walk a line that's impossible to walk. You can't wade into this stuff and then just wade out. Like once you're in, you're in.
You're in. Yep.
So you either want to turn Bud Light into the premier beer of gay bars across America or shut it down. Like I don't know what you're going to do with that brand anymore. The brand is screwed.
They own Modelo.
Yeah, they bought Modelo.
Wow.
So the thing is, they've done so many things wrong with this though. One, they didn't take ownership of it. Two, they basically dismissed it. They lost over $5 billion, and they're like, yeah, but at our size, what's $5 billion?
Yeah.
Which just pissed people off even more. Mm-hmm. I mean, they've kind of done everything. Like if I was a PR person, this would be my case study of how do you do everything wrong. First, they waded into a politically charged issue. Then they did it poorly. Then when it blew up in their face, they didn't immediately apologize to their fan base and say, look, we tried something new. We didn't realize you guys were going to get this upset. Like, everybody just chill out. You know. So then they were tiptoeing around so much that they pissed off everybody else. Like, it's
I love it. I hope they go down.
I don't want anybody to go down. I mean, that's unfortunate. And I don't really like cancel culture at all. I don't agree with this stuff. Like, I don't like when these things happen. I mean, it's one of those, you feel very satisfied, but, you know, I'm sure there's a guy out there who owns a local beer distributor that's getting killed right now because he's got a InBev contract and he has to take so much Bud Light and he can't move it.
Yeah.
You know, or now it's floating into Corona, I've heard. Like, Corona's sales are starting to dip and some of the other big names that are InBev. And, you know, who's really getting screwed? You know, the local
Mom
people,
and pop
the
shops,
distributions and the mom and pops. Those are the ones that are going to get hosed. So, I mean, that best case scenario, they drop their InBev relationship, but then look at all the brands they lose.
Yep.
I mean, that's not great for them either. Now people like me come in and I'm like, hey, I just want to get a case of Natty Light because I drink a lot of Natty Light because I'm a college kid.
That was my beer in college.
That was everybody's
Natty
beer in
Ice.
college. Oh, God,
Natty
Natty Ice.
So what beers can you get?
Natty Light if you want to vomit
You
and still
can't
be
eat-
able to drink all night. And Natty Ice if you want to taste something in the back of your throat for the next 4 days.
I think
but you don't
every-
know what it is.
I think everybody should support the micro breweries now. Anyway.
I'm a big fan of the
I think
microbrews.
we ditch anytime we have the opportunity to ditch corporate America. I think we do it at this point.
Yeah, I'm kind of there too. Like I've kind of had it with a lot of this stuff, and not from a cancel standpoint, just from a
Too much power, too much control.
yeah. It's I don't know. It's bad.
I like microbrews just because you get choice, right? You don't. I mean, what's the most popular beer in the U.S.? You have your lagers, right? You have your Bud Light, Budweiser, Coors. Those are all lagers. But you go to a microbrew, you got lager, you got pale ales, you got stouts, you got porters, you got all of it. So you have a choice.
I agree.
That's the only reason I like it.
Yeah.
Well, and let's be fair, the only beer America makes anymore is microbrews. We don't have any big beer companies. I mean, Coors merged with Molson, so that's basically a Canadian company.
Yeah.
Anheuser sold to InBev, so that's basically a European company. All of our big name beers, with the exception of Yuengling and Sammy Adams, have all been bought.
Mm-hmm.
So it is microbrew or bust. That's it.
Pretty much.
And even the microbrews now, because they're out of stuff to buy, if they get to a certain size, bought.
They're good. Yeah.
I mean-
Well, that's what Sam Adams is doing. They're buying up.
Yeah,
Like,
and Yuengling is too.
They're
So
They're trying
Sam
to
Adams
acquire-
Yuengling might be the next big American company. One of
They
them.
they really are. Yeah.
But they're still nowhere near Coors, Molson, or InBev. I mean,
No.
or even White Claw, which I drink, is Canadian.
Yeah.
So at least it's just White Claw. It's not like it's a part of any of these big conglomerates. I think that's a standalone company. So it's a micro seltzer. I'm helping.
Are you controlling the? Oh, you were controlling it
I
over
was
there.
just using this.
Oh yeah, you got both. You got both. of them.
All right. Anyway, so again, we went off topic. This is not a beer episode.
That's what we do. It's what we specialize.
I'm just fascinated by how ugly this got. That's the only reason I brought it up. It's gotten so ugly so fast. I don't know if this is just like the keg. It's been bubbling under the surface, and everybody's looking for a target.
You poked the heart of America.
Well, I don't know. I went to a NASCAR event, first NASCAR event ever, 2 weeks ago. I've
Yeah.
never been to one before. I went, and I did not see a single Bud Light. And I even asked a couple of guys, and I got some pretty fired up responses. I mean, the entire NASCAR community has completely shunned Bud Light.
Yeah.
And it,
Which probably was their biggest audience.
a month ago.
Yeah.
A month ago, every NASCAR event was a whole bunch of dudes with trucker caps and Bud Lights in their hands.
What the hell did they think they were going to accomplish?
I
mean, you got to be. You are so out of touch with your
So you're
your
completely
customer
tone deaf.
base
Yeah.
Well,
to be that out of touch.
all right, you want to hear what I think? I think this is ESG. I think they were trying to find a way to make inroads on the social part of ESG so that they could make the European banks happy because it's a European company. And ESG is much further along in Europe than it is in the United States. So I think they said, well, what can we do to show that we're cool on the S, on the ESG? You know, and they said, well, why don't we do like a special crossover promotion with somebody in the trans community, since that's a big social topic right now. I mean, what are the two big social topics right now? Is the trans community and Ukraine. So you're either going to send a bunch of beer swilling people to the Ukraine to fight to try to get your ass up, or, you do something with the trans community. And I think that's why they did it. I think they were doing it to make the banks happy and to get their S score up so that they could get loans and continue to pay for expansion.
We need new banks. We need community. Go back to like credit unions, community credit unions.
Look at what they're trying to kill right now. How many banks just went down in the last?
Yeah.
And they're all regional community banks. None of them are big banks. And who comes in to bail them out?
JP Morgan.
JP Morgan, Chase.
Yeah.
What, the 6 biggest banks in the world always come in to bail these out, buy them, and put them under their umbrella.
Oh, we'll save
Not only
you.
are we getting rid of regional and local banks, they're doing it intentionally.
We'll save you. We'll save the banks.
Fine, we'll save you, but now we own you, and you're part of a giant, massive conglomerate of banking.
This makes me want to throw up in my mouth and swallow
It is not going to be that.
Jesus. That was very descriptive.
I don't know where to go from here.
I don't. That's like a showstopper.
You don't have to sit next to him.
See you next.
I don't know what's
See you next time.
Like that's an experience you've had, and it was so bad that it's now your description for a bad experience.
Yeah.
He described it so vehemently, I felt like I tasted it. It got in my mouth. It's not even a real thing. I don't know what's going on.
Just planted the seed of flavor.
You did. You're living rent free in my head, buddy. The seed of flavor. Ew. Wasn't that a porn? I don't know.
I didn't watch that.
Sure you did,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
the dirt's really coming out now.
Weren't we talking AI? What the hell happened? All right. Back on topic. All right. So we only got like 20 minutes left. That was a crap show.
Holy shit, where's the arrow? There
Pull
it
it
is.
that way.
What are we going to talk about?
We get back into AI. So we were gonna
All right.
you were gonna walk us through what's going on in the crypto world with
right.
AI.
Yeah, so we'll talk a little bit about tokens that are, well, there's some good tokens that are blowing up. There's a lot of AI tickers that have been going and blowing in the stock market lately too.
A lot of AI. Well, you mean AI companies that
Yeah.
make AI?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Anyway, this Turbo, this is one of the tokens that has come up. So this person that created Turbo, this is a Chat GPT created token, and so this thing has been,
So now, what do
create
you mean?
me a token that would be, that would, catch on.
Well, how does ChatGPT create a token? Like, go to ChatGPT because we have that up on one of these tabs, don't we?
It's yes.
Yeah, it's third one over from the right. From the right.
Here?
From the right. That's the
Keep
left.
going. Yeah.
Third one. That one. Yes.
Can't even
Right
tell.
in. Just say, create me a crypto token. I just want to see. Okay, well, create a crypto token.
Create me
I
a
just want to see
crypto token.
what it kicks out. Like,
So what they're doing is meme token, right? Create me a
okay, that's cool.
crypto meme token.
Okay, so it. Okay, let's see what it does.
That's how the dude that did the Turbo token specified it.
Okay, gotcha. That is catchy. Okay.
HODL coin. There used to be a HODL coin, and I owned that before.
HODL on for dear life. HODL coin is a cryptocurrency inspired by popular internet meme HODL. The token's value increases the longer you hold it. So HODL on tight and watch your investment grow. Plus our unique diamond hands feature, you'll never have to worry about selling too early. So why wait? Join the HODL coin revolution and start building your crypto empire today. All right, so it's a cartoon diamond with strong hands holding onto a cryptocurrency symbol. The colors are bright and eye-catching with bold font that reads HODL coin in all caps. Okay, so he basically just did this. Okay, so he just got a kind of an outline of a concept.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got you. I thought, I don't know.
But like actually, I was there too.
I didn't know what
so
it was going to
then-
kick out. So this makes a little bit more sense
So
to me.
then, here, create me a marketing plan for HODL.
HODL coin. Oh, yeah, look at this. All right. I don't want to make this a ChatGPT episode, but I see what you're saying. Okay, so he went and he did this. He had it create him a concept. Probably did some of this too. So make me a marketing plan, make me a sales plan, and then he went out and had somebody create the graphic that ChatGPT.
No, well, he used AI to create the graphic.
Okay, so then he went
And
over
create-
and he took the
yeah.
description ChatGPT made, dropped it into an image creator.
Yeah.
And to give you guys an idea, like anybody watching this, like Tyler, I dropped.
And
Go ahead. And
so
that's what it
this
came
so
out.
this little cute guy, right? Because these are, with the meme tokens, a lot of times, this ends up being key with the success of the tokens.
Looks like a space frog.
Like Pepe went nuts because Pepe was already an NFT project already that had a lot of momentum. And the thing is, the guy that owns Pepe didn't create the token; somebody else did. So now there's potentially some backlash that's coming around for that.
Well, then, like
Because-
in this case, if you used AI to generate that image, who owns the image?
Well, there's an issue with that because the AI is pulling imagery. It's taking imagery
Mm-hmm.
and then making some variations. And now the issue. So what's happening now is a lot of companies are investing in writing AI programs that are developing imagery. And so then you go back and say, okay, well, when you requested that imagery, what collectively did
sources?
it take from? So there's a lot of potential, something on the horizon where somebody can come back on, like, we don't
Yeah, so you could
know.
definitely have copyright infringement
It's
there.
so
where
it's so
elements of
new and
this-
such an uncharted water right
So
now.
that was
that,
one thing I saw in the AI art side of things is people were posting AI art, and there was an artist who came on and said, "These are just my pictures mashed together," and she was able to prove like all of her that took this picture and this picture, mashed it together. to
Was
make
there
this
any
picture.
legal action that came out of that?
No, because there wasn't any like sales or anything to come from it, but it was her
Want
campaign to
sales.
try to say like.
Well-
This AI is stealing my art to say it's making its own original art.
well, it also comes down to what verbiage do you put in. Like, I didn't say, like, you could put in there, make me an art between Mozart or not Mozart, like
in the Picasso style.
Picasso and so and so,
And
and
they
then
would take Monet and Picasso and
Yeah.
smash them together.
yeah.
and make
Sorry, I
something.
don't know the art people, but
Step up your art game, Jim.
I do. So anyway, so if people are specifying specific artists, then that art is going to merge those arts.
Gotcha.
So
So
like if
you're thinking like in that situation they specify
Probably
her.
Yeah.
specified
Okay,
her.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
yeah, so then that's what it's pulling from.
Okay.
So anyway, so like, but here, so then we had, so these two tokens we're going to talk about here. So Bob is now an AI.
I apologize. What was the name of the first one?
So the first one was Turbo.
Turbo. Okay.
Okay.
And this is
So
Bob.
Turbo was created through ChatGPT. Create me a token, give me a marketing plan, boom.
Now I can buy this token right now. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
you
this is-
can. And these tokens went berserk.
Okay.
Well,
How much is
starting
Turbo
to-
worth right now?
Well, Turbo is a newer one, so this one's an opportunity. I think Bob is an opportunity too.
Okay.
So anyway, so Bob is so if we go to the link tree here, so Bob is like, you ask it questions.
You ask your money questions.
Well, it answers questions.
Okay.
It has a
Like-
website.
Is it like Ask Jeeves?
Is that the Bob?
Remember that? Remember Ask Jeeves?
Oh, yeah, I
It
remember
is.
Ask Jeeves.
Because this kind of looks like Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, it
That's
really
why-
does.
Okay. So maybe Jimmy's right. Maybe we are stuck in a loop here.
Holy shit.
We're just back to 1997. We're asking Jeeves again.
Yeah, there's explain Bob. Okay, so this is the websites you go to for Bob, and you can like ask him questions.
Okay.
Is it loading? Are we having a technical?
This is the worst website I've ever seen. What's going on with this thing?
So Bob Swap tokenomics. Somewhere you're supposed to be able to ask him questions.
Did Bob make this site?
The whole thing is supposedly AI generated, and then
Right.
it's like the program is actually marketing the token now. So like it's a hands off,
Okay.
which to me
is wild.
said like this thing don't stop 24/7.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
if you're gonna take a meme token,
Huh.
this is an interesting token to look at. Now I don't know why there's another site here where you're supposed to be able to where he asks questions. I don't know why it's not coming up.
That's okay. It's not that
Anyway,
big a deal, but I
so-
get it.
So Dex Tools right here. Dex Tools is Dex Tools is decentralized exchange where you can just, and it has a lot of different tokens on it.
Okay.
You know, so it's just a good place to go to find information. So here's Turbo.
You know me, I love a good chart.
Right. So
What's the time frame on that?
This is 15 minute. We'll go to days here. Or,
Yeah, give us like a week.
this is a fairly new token, so maybe not days.
Oh, that's super new. Oh, so this just came out like
Yeah.
today?
Yeah. So, and these follow the ladder that I've been telling you guys about.
Okay.
Right. So, so here starts out is at 4. I can't really quite see down there
Well, you can zoom in.
where.
Hold down Control and roll the scroll wheel. Or you can do it like an old person.
Let's do it like an old person.
And close out that for, yeah. There you go. That should be easier.
All right. What was it?
All right, so that is 1/10 of a penny. right now?
So we're down here 0.004.
So it's like one millionth of a penny. You got it, whatever.
Right. So I always tell you 22 is the top.
Yep.
Right here, 20. Here's 22.
So it blew through a little bit and came
So,
back down.
32 is pretty typical. This went up to 30. Okay, now it's back down. So if you're buying crypto tokens, I mean, I think these got, like I said, like something like this, you throw $200 at it, $300 at it, like this can like literally blow to an ungodly amount of money.
Interesting.
You know, Pepe, like I was saying, Pepe right now was the big went up like 12,000%.
Jeez.
Right. Now that already had a following, but you know,
Well, it looks like Elon likes Bob.
Elon likes Bob. Now this is Turbo, okay? But since we're in the AI, you know, AI is popular right now. I just feel like these two tokens are probably pretty. So Bob's fairly new too. So Bob started out here, what, 99? Right here's 22.
Okay.
Isn't
Gotcha.
that funny? The numbers always repeat.
Yep. There's 22.
So now we're back down here at 51. Anyway, these are two new AI generated tokens. Bob marketing itself leads me to be more interested in Bob.
I am fascinated with Bob. But what about Bob?
What about Bob?
What is
what
it about
about
Bob that just catches you?
Jimmy never saw it.
I don't think he
I
did.
don't think he did either.
What's that?
That movie,
What
What
About
About Bob?
Yeah, I did see What About
Oh,
Bob.
okay,
Isn't
sorry.
that Bill Murray?
Yeah, it's Bill Murray.
Yeah.
For the 90s?
Yeah.
Early 90s?
Like early 90s.
Yeah, like 92, 91, something like that.
So yeah, these to me, this seems pretty interesting. And then so you can go. He has a website. I don't know where it's at, but you go to a website and you ask Bob questions, and
Okay.
then Bob answers them. Right. So again, that's something that's just gonna, create, I think, an aura around Bob that's gonna go,
Interesting.
I would say potentially to go berserk. At some point.
I just kind of like that. This is the first 100% AI token, right?
Mm-hmm.
I always like the firsts. Anything that's a first is always something I like to be a part of. So interesting. All right. Any other tokens we should be looking at? So do you think this is going to be a thing we're going to start seeing more of?
I like Bob.
But do you think,
think-
because these are meme tokens, so like Dogecoin.
Right. But so we're talking so I say us and our guests should all invest and we should all buy some $200 worth of Bob.
I'll buy some Bob.
Let's
I'll
buy some
Bob.
Bob.
I don't even know. I don't even have
I'm
to
not
buy
going
Bob.
to because usually when I do that, everything just dies.
Yeah, don't
Well,
screw it up.
Yes,
I'm not
that's
going to screw it
fine,
up.
But
That
then,
was Solano.
but then you just wait till it goes down and then you double your entry and then you
No,
bring
I-
your average down.
Last thing I bought was Solano, and then FTX happened. I was kind of like, I probably shouldn't be in this.
But we're trending down to the bottom, so you're supposed to be adding, and you got to, like, every time you add, your average comes midway, right?
What do you mean trending towards
Cost
the bottom?
average.
On all cryptos?
Well,
Because
I don't-
Bitcoin's up.
Well, it is, but this is potentially a rebound. The rebound from 15 to 32 is
Where are we at right
That's
now?
a
I
rebound.
don't even know.
Probably around 27, 29
Yeah,
right
it
now.
should be about 27, I think.
Yeah, so the only thing that was predictable, see, I tried to log into,
Well, go ahead. Just pull up Bitcoin price.
the only thing that was predictable was 15 to 32.
Okay, which we did. We got up to about 30. Well, not 32 exactly, but 28 almost. We got up to
So-
about 31-ish.
Year to date, 6 months.
Maybe we didn't quite reach.
And then see down here, remember when I say 22 is the high, look at Bitcoin went to 19.
Yep.
And then the next blast is through the midpoint. So then you got 44
Okay.
or 54.
Okay.
Right? So typically you'll hit 44, then pull back. But then your 54, 64 somewhere is the top through the middle. So this, I think high was like 64 on
64
Bitcoin,
was a high,
if
yeah.
I'm not mistaken. Right? So then you got, now we're down here, 15 and 17, 72, 77, 72 are bouncing points. I think it's coming back down to 17 and 72 will be, typically you see a bounce 3-4 times off of 77, 72. So that would be 17, 177, and 172.
All right.
That's your 77, 72.
Gotcha.
Anyway, we
Oh.
went to the wrong end of the spectrum here.
Gotcha. So, but you think it's coming back down,
I do.
and then where do you think it's going?
Well, you can't predict it. You can only predict certain things. You can only predict this bounce to here. Like once it comes back, you can sort of predict 17 again, but the bottom of the ladder ends up being like 4 is the bottom, which is 4,000, which it's already come back to 4,000 over here. The next level is 9. So we could see 9.
That would be great.
But I think 13.8 and 38 and 32 bounce is typically a strong rebound point. So 13.8, 13.2, I think is probably.
I would
If it
love
gets
to see
down
those
there-
numbers again.
Yeah, if it gets down there, I think that's probably going to be. You could see 10.7. I just don't think it's going to go below 10. But I don't know for sure.
I don't think it's going to go below.
We could be on our way back up now.
Yeah, I think we are. I don't know if it's going to drop below 20 again.
All right. So
It's going up to
anyway,
another halving.
yeah. So anyway, I don't know. Those are some meme tokens, and then there's other credible tokens that are going on. So this is, if you come to CoinMarketCap, you got some. You can search by category, and then you can go to the AI, which is I'm already on it, but I was going to show you. Where's the category? That's cryptocurrencies.
You asking us?
Here, categories. So you go to categories.
Okay.
The screen's kind of far away. And then you come down here to,
Yeah, you got to zoom in a little bit. Here, scroll up a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't go nuts the other way. There you go.
All right, there we go. So
What are we doing here?
I'm just going this is all the AI token list. Right,
So these are all AI
these are all
tokens.
AI tokens. As soon as I get to
All of these are AI tokens?
no, give me a second.
Oh,
Here,
what?
AI and big data.
Okay.
Okay, so if you go to CoinMarketCap categories, AI, big data, you'll get all the tokens
Okay.
that have to do with AI.
Now, are these the numbers on the left? Is this ranked by market cap?
So this is the number is where they're at. Yeah.
43rd largest market cap of all.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So this is 43, the graph.
It's still insane to me that some of these that nobody's ever heard of are $500 million market caps.
Yeah.
Like Fetch AI has been blowing up, right? Fetch AI's got a lot of attention. This has been the hottest AI token. I don't read a lot of all this stuff here, but I don't know exactly what they're doing. Can build, deploy. I think this is like a layer 1 automate Web3 systems reinvent. I think it's like a layer 1 token.
Okay. Interesting.
So anyway, this is just a good spot where you can go check out tokens if you want to check out AI tokens. There's another one, artificial liquid intelligence, that I've been following that I think is just trending. I'm not saying why are we? So I'm not. I don't look into all of the back end of these tokens. I just look at what's trending.
Okay.
You know, when I'm looking at it. So this is just one that I've seen also that has been getting a lot of attention. So this one here turns the like chat into a character.
GPT is the world's first multimodal AI system that enables the text-to-character generation of interactive AI characters.
Okay, you can shut this down.
All right.
But those are I know they're gonna get so good. They already are pretty good. Those character GPT. Yeah. I've seen so many of those. And
Yeah, so you can use these characters for promoting, for marketing. This is what this project is doing. You get a spokesperson for
cheap.
yeah.
Yeah, super cheap. No, it's again. I mean,
This one I like. This one I think has a lot of potential here.
all right, we are out of time. Final thoughts. I mean, the machine's gonna kill us all. Is this the best thing that's ever gonna happen to society? Like, what are we all thinking here?
Both.
It's
It's inevitably both. I mean, just watch the movies.
It's going to kill us while we consume its media.
No.
the way you said that makes me very uncomfortable. I mean, do you think it'll like turn us into pets, or like you think it's just gonna like exterminate us? Like,
That's a whole other show.
fair enough.
Let's do that next time.
All right. Well, guys, great show. I don't know what to make of all this. I don't think we actually figured anything out, but some really, really cool stuff coming that will probably kill us all. So,
See you on the
smoke
flip
them while
side.
you got them. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. So thank you,
Eat your
Tyler.
steak.
Thank you, Jimmy. I'm Craig. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll see you next week.
Next week.
The Broken Agenda Podcast. Sponsored by Laughing Rock Technology.